Hey, how do I beat procrastination? This is my sketchbook. I like that very much. And in this sketchbook, I just doodle around. So this is another tip from me to you how to overcome procrastination. I'm sitting down for a new painting session and I don't want to paint a masterpiece. I just think to myself, hey, let's just play around with some colors. And I take a big round brush and I'm limited to what I can do with my sketchbook because the paper is so thin and cheap, but it doesn't matter. I do what I can and I'm just going with my brush and I do a brush stroke, just free and easy. And then I'm thinking, okay, how else can I just start in an abstract painting? I take my brush again and adding maybe a second color to it. And it doesn't matter to me if it works out or not. I'm just playing around. Adding a third color. And there are some rules for making abstract paintings look good and interesting by design. But I just play along with my round brush here and adding some color as I'm going. Doesn't matter, maybe I'm just getting a nice design, who knows? Or maybe I'm getting a scene. Well, I don't care. I just want to have fun with some abstract painting. Maybe I'm just getting a nice color combination. And I really don't care. I just want to find an abstract painting that pleases me and I'm enjoying the process. Enjoying the process with edges, a color theme that I like. And I usually go alla prima. That means I paint in one session, in one layer, in one stroke. And I feel not pressure to paint anything in particular. I just want to have fun with the colors. And it's in my sketchbook. I know that paper is not ideal to paint wet on wet and wait then and do the next layer. It does not work in my sketchbook. Can't get to my good watercolor paper that's in the basement, and with my foot in the cast, I cannot do stairs very well at the moment. Yeah, I like that color combination. I need to keep that in mind. I think you got the idea. I'm doing dots and scrapes with my brush and circles and lines. I'm trying to have a main color. So some rules for design ideas, rules for better abstract paintings. I'm doing in my workshop, I thought, because it's very good to let loose and create a nice free painting away from copying. Wow. Okay, so I'm taking this off because I don't want to make my other sheet dirty. And I show you what I've painted prior to this. Painting with a Purpose. So I painted these smaller abstracts, and the purpose was to create a focal area in the golden mean and to use as many colors as possible and to not create mud. So these three things I wanted to do. Not creating mud, so I'm not setting complementary colors onto each other or primary colors. I wanted to preserve the original brightness of the color, and I want to use different shapes, and I want to do a focal area, and I just don't want to do any muddy colors, just with an organic brush stroke. And then I was painting this as a warm-up and this as a warm-up, and I show you how to start the flowers too. So with the flowers, for instance, I'm just loading my brush with my favorite color, which is pink, and I just go there and put some spatter on. Put some spatter on as much as I feel it needs with a fairly big round brush. And then I'm using a second color maybe and put some spatter on. And I see what it already tells me here. I clean my brush. I have a damp brush. And then I'm connecting my dots. Thinking, where is my main flower? And I'm not painting every petal. I'm not following any particular flower shape. I just want to connect the dots here, and I'm trying to find a round shape. All right. Okay, if I think I maybe want to have a bit more color here. It's better put more spatter on. I need to let that dry for a moment. And I'm using my Dagger Striper brush, which is somewhere. My Dagger Striper brush. So far I was using this normal round brush. But my Dagger Striper should be somewhere. Well, apparently I cannot. Oh, there it is. Oh, good. This is the Dagger Striper brush. It's one of my favorite brushes. It is cut differently. It is not cut round. It's cut like a dagger. So it has a nice fine tip usually to it, and I love this thing. So I make it wet, and I'm dipping it in some green, and then I'm just adding some stems. In my bouquet, and here are some greens coming out. So I'm holding my brush fairly at the end there, and just let it dance over the paper. Not much pressure, because I want to have a organic brush stroke with it, a natural brush stroke. I don't want to paint, I want to have it doing its own thing. There we are, already having some flowers. So when this is dry, I can add some more fun stuff to it. I'm going now because I want to speed up the video a bit. For instance, what I always like is some cerulean blue as a shadow, for instance. And then I'm just blending it out because I want to break the white of the paper. And remember, this is just our warm-up painting, so we can do what we want. Just a little fun exercise. There's some loopholes here and some blue in there. Painting in the negative space, meaning I can just indicate my flowers. And giving my bouquet a bit more shape. I can also, what works pretty good, add a very distinctive tonal color. Oh, I switch back to my another round brush here. So purple and yellow are, yes, complementary colors. So if I would mix them, I would get a neutral color. And we're learning all this in my workshops with the color series, about color harmony, and all this I'm sharing. That makes it look very nice. If we have some yellow, we can add some purple. But just don't mix it, because then it loses, the colors lose the vibrancy. And we had some yellow spatter up on here, and it mixes, and see how gray it already becomes in this area. And that's okay, because it's the outside of the bouquet. I don't want to have the interest there, so it's good to use neutral colors. Neutral colors, and just take the white edge of the paper. That helps me to focus on the inside of the flower. Okay, so when that is dry, I can go in and create the inside of the flowers. It will take too long right now with the drying. Don't have a hair blower. I just wanted to show you, just having fun with different color series, and then playing with tonal value, going from white, going to white, medium value, tonal value, and then full tonal value. Just give me a second here. Okay, perfect. Sorry about the phone call, it never fails, right? Okay, how to overcome procrastination. Just don't have a plan. Don't put any pressure on yourself. Just enjoy yourself. Take care. See you in the next video.